I told her that. She said it's not hers.
What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vinatainment News. So I just got to watch the Married to Medicine reunion part 1. I mean, it's nothing new. The ladies from Married to Medicine always come through. It's sad to see the drama and all of that, but hey, it's a part of reality television. It's reality television. I be talking so fast sometimes. I mean, it's what makes the show, you know what I'm saying? Like, the show will have a decent balance. So we're going to start with the slow parts, and then we're going to get to the explosive parts. I'm going to jump around, I'm not going to go in order, but I still don't understand this whole Simone, Contessa, Toya situation. I don't get it why Simone is just so involved and passionate and on this like situation with Contessa. The girl has surgery. She didn't want to come around. I mean, I don't understand. Now, I get it. I get it that the only logical explanation I can come up with is the fact that, okay, all have to film for long hours. So probably some anger is coming from the place of, so we all get to come on set, do hair and makeup, go through all of that to film, but Contessa gets a pass to be home with her legs kicked up and chilling and don't have to come and film and come to work when all of us have to, with our busy schedule, still have to be here. Maybe that's where it's coming from, because apart from that, I don't see the reason why it's even that deep. She had surgery, she had to recover. So something else happened behind the scene that we did not see, or what I just explained is the reason, because it don't make no sense to me. Or Simone just trying to come up with an exciting storyline because the situation with she and her husband is played out. The situation with Tammy is played out. So she just yelled and screamed every other episode to, I guess, keep her presence known and exciting, because it's not making it make sense. It's not making no sense to me. And then to go as far as referring to Contessa as a fraud and all of that, yeah, something else happened, because that did not make any type of sense. Toya was happy that Simone was getting Contessa together, and she didn't really have to do that much of her work and all of that. So that was that. Back to Jackie and the whole Heavenly going back home. Like I said, listen, I'm not saying Heavenly going back to Miami, it's not real, but anyone can go home and pull up to a house and come up with an elaborate story. Until I see a sister or a mother or a cousin or someone else other than her husband and her children, I don't care for Heavenly until I can see someone else that have something to say openly, freely, without them being edited. I don't have anything to say about Heavenly, because her life is so closed off, and that's why she create this beef with Mariah and yell and scream, because she knows, as long as I'm bringing the show and giving them drama, they are not going to care to go digging into my personal life. And I love that Andy brought it up. If your sister is this issue and you keep saying Mariah reminds you of this sister, then why not talk to this sister? Why not just bring this sister on the show? Because she knows if her sister gets included and someone else other than her go to sit with this sister will spill some tea and some family drama allegedly that she does not want out there. But let me tell you something about the truth. I don't care what you do, how perfect you present yourself, how much you want to behave like nothing else is going on. It will always come out. Like Jackie said, had her husband, okay, if he did not get caught at going on a vacation with the girl at the airport, she would have never, ever openly mentioned that her husband cheated. Never. Okay? She would have continued to put on this we are perfect. My marriage is perfect. And I'm Dr. Jackie. And yes, I'm a human. We all go through ups and downs, but I'm perfect. She would have continued to do the same thing that Heavenly is doing had it not been out there in the public. So, like I said, I'm not saying Heavenly husband is doing anything, but if he is, the truth always comes out. So that's that. I still do commend Mariah for standing her ground and saying, you know what, call me a liar, whatever. But they are children evolve. And I know if it was the other way around, you guys won't protect me, but I'm not going to be a part of the fall of a marriage. She have an envelope. Her husband is not going to go over there and jump into no mess knowing that his wife is lying, okay? And I know I'm talking about Aiden and I'm jumping around, but Aiden reaction about paying Quad's bill and taking care of her, and for her to sit there and do that, oh my God, I felt that. I felt that. I almost dropped a tear or so. I felt that for you to, and listen, when we do things for people, you do it out of the goodness of your heart. But when that type of pain is on a different level, when you took care of someone, open your doors, put someone on, and then that person sits there and try to vote you out of your own show, and you choose to take time off to focus on your family, because most of you are aware that Mariah and her husband, they were expecting twins, and then she had a miscarriage. Yeah, that's so sad, and she had to take time off to focus on all of that and stuff going on with her family, and people just felt like, oh, Quad succeeded on, booting her off her own show. Mariah took a break, but guess who was in the middle? It was Quad. So when you do all of that and this person turn on you like that, I felt that. I'm not saying Mariah is perfect. I'm going to get to her own stuff, but I felt that. I was like, whoa. So now let's talk about, so that's that about Heavenly. I'm glad Simone and her husband, they worked it out. They're doing good. I'm glad that Contessa dad is, getting treatment, and she's, doing better. Of course, we're going to see more about Quad and her husband the next episode, and Jackie and her husband talking about trust issues. Now let's get to this whole Heavenly, Quad and Mariah, because I already talked about Heavenly. I don't need to say nothing else. Mariah choosing to not bring the receipts. I don't need to even say anything else. But the situation about Quad, people watch the Instagram live that I posted. Things go on the internet, I get it, but there are still some people who have no clue about what's going on YouTube and videos and things like that. So Quad had no business putting herself on blast by bringing that up to millions of people, okay? So that's why Andy was shocked. Andy was like, why are you even bringing that up? Quad was just trying to find any way to have something to say to Mariah. She was just trying to find any way to have something to say to and about Mariah. All right. So also too, before I go any further, I love when Dr. Jackie was like, Heavenly was trying to deflect, talking about Jackie is not perfect and all of that. But let's focus on this Quad and Mariah situation. Wow, there's a police report out there, guys, of Mariah's sister and Quad getting in the fight, and allegedly Mariah's sister beating up Quad. Why would Mariah's sister get in a fight with Quad? Why would she beat up Quad? Why is there a police report if this is a lie? I don't think Mariah is lying. And a few seasons ago, was it season 2 or something like that? Mariah was about to say something and Quad screamed, "Don't you dare!" And then the camera just cut. There's a lot of things that Mariah knows about Quad. Now, this whole situation, Quad accused Mariah of doing drugs. Now, if most of you remember, Mariah had a cousin who used to be a drug dealer that Quad was dating. So Quad just made up that lie in hopes that people would then say, oh, but remember Quad used to date A, B, and C. But this is the problem, Quad. If you were the one dating the drug dealer, who was Mariah's cousin, but you were the ones allegedly dating the drug dealer, sleeping with him, having a romantic relationship with him, and having a closer connection and access to his drugs, then does that mean all of y'all were doing it allegedly? Because you can't open your mouth and throw that out there and think everyone gonna say, oh yeah, you were dating the drug dealer, but for some odd reason he skipped you and just took the drugs to his cousin, and you saw them doing drugs but had nothing to do with it. So she just went ahead and threw herself in there. Now, whether Mariah is going to sue or not, we shall see, because her husband's practice could be in jeopardy. I know people throwing the laws out there. Oh, that's not how it works and all of that. But these cops don't care. They hear something, they're going out there and starting to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see how far it's going to go, if Mariah is going to sue and all of that. But we already know the line that is just shutting down social media since the preview, since we saw the preview. Why are you here? You are not even married to medicine, my love. Ooh, yes. That lie. And when, normally they would jump and defend Quad, but when I tell you everyone was on mute. So yeah, I believe Mariah makes sense. I'm waiting for the next episode to see if they dive deeply and if they even go as far as breaking up the police reports, okay? And asking, okay, Quad, so why did you and Mariah's sister have a fight? I didn't see that in the preview. Hopefully they dig deeper, because the police report is out there, guys. Just go ahead and type it in Google. I'm not going to put it in my video. Just type it in Google and you will see the police report about their fight, okay? And for the people who's going to say, well, Mariah didn't bring her receipts, so that means that she is a liar, trust me. And there are some times that we want to do things and we can say and do things to just shut people down, and sometimes to make a decision. You know what? I'm not going to do that. And so I can see it. But if Heavenly keeps pushing, the other thing that I don't like, okay, is the fact that how everyone completely skipped the fact that Mariah was walking away and Heavenly brought up her husband first. The fact that Bravo did not do the replay of Heavenly bringing up husbands. The fact that Andy said, you started this fire. The fact that everyone completely skipped that Heavenly started it. It's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's certain people on certain shows that people try to protect. There's another woman on another show that the same thing always happens to. I'm not going to say her name before you guys say, oh my God, every video you find a way to drag her in it. So I'm not going to say her name. But I just find it crazy to me that we all saw Heavenly was the very first person that mentioned husbands. She brought up that woman's husband. And then before the woman turned around and brought up her husband, but how come that footage got lost in the replay? How come everyone is forgetting that Heavenly started all of this husband stuff? Wow. Okay. But anyways, I'm looking forward to part 2. I love this moment right here at the ending of Eugene rubbing his wife's feet. Just a beautiful moment. Excluding the sex part and all of that, I don't know what the focus is on Dr. David, but Toya and her husband, I ain't hear no cheating rumors or accusations and nothing about him going on. He's an amazing husband, amazing provider. That the contestant husband is cool as well. So not every husband on the show is going through, cheating, infidelity, and all of that stuff. And also Mariah said Eddie never had a physical sleeping with someone, like a sexual intercourse contact type thing going on, but she feels like if you're texting another woman inappropriately, that's cheating, which is true. Going on dates, movies is true. But regardless, not all of the husbands on that show is, getting to bed with another woman. So, Contessa and Toya, their marriage seems decent to me. What else? I don't think I missed anything. That's where it ended. And so we will see, the next episode. But yeah, I mean, social media, of course, social media is talking. I'm going to visit one of the blog pages, just see what social media is saying. And for the most part, everyone is believing Mariah. Why are you here? You're not even married to medicine. You've been read, Quad. Kick Quad off. She played Dr. G. Keep Dr. G. Put the curtains back on the rod. Oh, we're talking about Quad outfit. Mrs. Potato Head. Quad. Let's see. Quad is a fraud. No, can't stand her. She's not even married to medicine. No, Quad is done. She needs to go. I've been watching since day one. If she returned, one viewer gone. She wanted to get back at Mariah so bad that she came up with that lie on spot. How sad. Was homeless and having others pay her bills, but wants to be rude and act better than child. Bye. She's so trash. Is she never been cute to me? I'm so sick of Quad. Jeez, y'all going in on Quad. I will like her if she didn't use that fake bleep professional words all the time. Quad is a liar. You ain't even married to medicine. I believe Mariah. Next case. Real House of Atlanta better step it up because Married to Medicine is coming for their spot. And people responded. I've been saying this for the past 2 seasons. Married to Medicine took the Atlanta house for a spot like 3 seasons ago. Now Quad brought this topic up for discussion. No one should come on here saying Mariah did. With Quad reaction, you can tell she's lying. I'm with Mariah. Why drag her sister to get back at Quad? I can hear it all in Mariah's voice. She's telling the truth. Yeah, Mariah struck a nerve. That's why she accused her of doing cocaine. Quad is guilty. Mariah's not lying. Quad is. That cocaine accusation was pulled straight up from under that nasty bleep Cooking with Quad cookbook. Ooh. I would have sued her bleep for that cocaine comment because that can affect her husband's practice. All right, let's see. I believe Mariah, like Annie was saying. Why would Mariah make this up knowing that her sister would be dragged down as well? I believe every single word. Quad tried to talk over her in an attempt to scrunch up support. They were all quiet about it because they knew Mariah was telling the truth. Fraud is trash. Oof. You do know that there's a police report on Mariah's sister beating up Quad in her home. There is some truth to it. I can't stand Quad in Heavenly. That got to go. Dr. Damon can stay. How is he even married to her? Okay, just a few more and we are done, okay? For the people who are confused, there are people who are confused. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Like this person, correct me if I'm wrong, but Quad allegedly sleeping with your sister's husband happened before she got married and also before Married to Medicine even started. But you brought her on the show as your best friend and you helped her get a bag. If my best friend slept with my sister's husband, we wouldn't be friends, and that bleep sure wasn't gonna help her get a bag. I don't know, something doesn't seem right with that story, just like you having a receipt on Dr. Damon and not showing them, not to mention you had this big falling out and now you decided to bring that up after all this time. I'm confused. Okay. That person basically explained everything I was going to address next. Mariah did not believe her sister. The reason why she and her sister had a huge falling out, okay? She refused to believe that her best friend that she took under her wing, that she brought into her home, helped her, pay her bills, put her on, will do something like that, okay? So she and her sister had a falling out. But after more receipts and evidence were brought to the table, that's how she and Quad had a falling out. For those of you who are confused, do you see how passionate and how deep and how scary and how strong Mariah and Quad arguments are, I've always said there was something deeper. You know, when I normally say make it make sense, something deeper happened off camera that we don't see. That's what that we didn't see. That's what I mean when I say things like that. That something deeper happened off camera, because there's no way Quad, the pain in Mariah and Quad exchange runs so deep that there's still more there that we still have not seen or heard. So once Mariah realized that Quad really did that, that's how they had that major falling out, but people didn't get to see all of that. However, now Mariah and her sister attempting to patch their relationship and move forward, she was like, you know what, I'm not going to drag your name in this, embarrass you even more, because if you listen to what the real story is, Mariah's sister got back with her husband. They attempted to reconcile. They attempted to put their marriage back together. She said that on the Instagram Live. They attempted to put their marriage back together, so they got back together, but then ended up breaking up because the trust was broken. So if your best friend slept, allegedly, let's put that out there, because you know they're quick to sue people. If your best friend allegedly slept with your sister's husband and you took your best friend's side and had this huge falling out with your sister, but then based on information released, you realized that your best friend actually did, and your sister was telling the truth all along. You should all, you should always rock with family. Blood is thicker than water, but we've also seen sometimes that family can be toxic and family can make up stuff too. So once Mariah realized that, okay, Quad was lying, like she explained, she called Quad wearing her brother-in-law clothes, all that mess, right? Once she realized that, she, of course, apologized and took her sister's side. But then with her sister getting back with the husband, Mariah said, you know what? I'm not even going to bring that up because my sister is back with her husband and I'm not trying to rehash all this mess. So that's why then she left it alone. But now her sister is no longer with the husband. The husband's out of the picture. So all bets are off at this point. Also, please do remember, Mariah did not say a word on that couch. She did not bring it up, okay? Even in the Instagram Live, when people brought it up, Mariah said, child, I'm not going to say anything, and left it up to her sister to say something. I'm not going to even drag this video to 30 minutes by including clips from those Instagram Live. But please go to the Married to Medicine playlist and watch the recent 2018 Instagram Live with Mariah and her sister, and you will hear it there for yourself. The sister talking about it and Mariah completely skipping over it and refusing to even go there. Okay? So for those of you who are confused, how come she didn't bring it up, but she's bringing it up now? She never brought it up on the show. Quad brought it up on the show, and that's why Andy said, why are you bringing this up? Mariah didn't say anything, and Quad said, well, she said it on Instagram and social media and the blogs, and so that's why I'm trying to shut it down. Okay? But she just had to find a way to come for Mariah. She couldn't help herself. And let's read a few more. I know that people not going to fall for the cocaine allegations. Quad throws at you. She was trying to deflect because prior to the reunion, receipts were dropped that she had slept with your sister's husband. All right. Yes, mother, teach all the children how it's done. This is straight glamorous, honey. But why some people look like they went to, don't do Ross. Yes, queen, get that together. I'm so tired of Quad, Mr. Potato Head, fraud, bleep. Everyone sees how she couldn't stand her husband and use him. Now she's a victim. I'm not trying to, oh Lord. Quad tried to get the story in front of the story for damage control of her other job at Sister Circle. Fail. Old peanut head hypocrite and liar. That hit dog was trying to take over Mariah, and that didn't work. I see through that fraud. I see exactly why you went in on Quad like that. I can tell you were trying to hold back, and she kept pressing you. I saw the resistance in your face, trying to hold back. And Heavenly has a childhood issue, and no one is being honest with her about. If you want to read more, guys, Mariah Instagram page is public. It's not private. Just type in Mariah Hag. Just type in Mariah first and last name in Google, Instagram, and the link is going to come up to her Instagram page, and you can go and read all of the comments. For those of you who have the app, just visit Mariah page, and her Instagram name is right on the screen. Because I'm not trying to make a 30-minute video, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. So there you go. Majority of social media believes Mariah. So Quad, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my Fina loves. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Thank you all for the love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.